Buddhist is most practical religion. Actually, Buddhism is beyond religion. Religion is like one way to believe, say, with more like ism. Actually, ism comes from egoism, Only my one is truth, your one is wrong, like that, go in extreme, So Buddhism is not ism. Buddhism is not created by egoism. It is created by pure knowledge of wisdom of enlightenment, which is absence of ignorance, absence of ego attachment. So Buddhism, the teachings of Buddha and follower of Buddha who follow the teachings of Buddha, they are called Buddhism. But actually, Buddhism is not ism, it is beyond religion. It is just pure path, pure technique which can purify our bodhisattva mind and which can transform our bodhisattva mind and which can enlighten our bodhisattva mind. So Buddhism is one how to make ourselves perfect being, holy being, how to get forever free from fear and suffering, how to remove ignorance and how to purify the ego attachment, jealousy, anger and all these negative emotions, and how to develop the universal peace and harmony, how to practice universal peace and harmony, how to practice universal loving compassion, how to practice universal everlasting freedom, and how to purify our anger, how to purify our anger and transform our anger into universal loving compassion, how to purify our ignorance and transform our ignorance into wisdom of enlightenment. So Buddhism is a light which clarifies the darkness of ignorance, which remove fear and suffering of the beings. So Buddhism is like a pure nectar which can purify all the negative emotions, which can purify all the sin and dualistic fixation. And Buddhism is the one who introduced your divine nature, which is Buddha nature. Buddhism introduced your divine nature, which is forever peace nature, which is forever freedom nature, and which is forever enlightenment nature. Buddhism says we all have a Buddha nature. All the beings, the heart of all beings are by nature Buddha nature. We all have a freedom nature, peace nature, loving nature, enlightenment nature, light nature, So that is our nature, that is our divine truth. So Buddhist teachings of Buddha introduce the divine truth, divine essence, divine nature of everyone, which is peace nature, freedom nature, enlightenment nature, and loving nature. And anger is not our nature, Buddhism teachings of Buddha introduce anger is not our nature. Anger has nothing to do with our nature. Teachings of Buddha introduce our egoism is not our nature. Our ignorance is not our nature. Jealousy and all these negative emotions are not our nature. These are our obstacles, temporary obstacles. And these obstacles are removable. Moment you practice universal loving compassion, you can purify your anger, you can purify your egoism and transform your anger and egoism into universal loving compassion. And moment you practice the wisdom enlightenment, Gyan, whenever we practice the wisdom enlightenment, the divine light of wisdom enlightenment can clarify the darkness of ignorance. So the ignorance is clarified by the practice of wisdom enlightenment, and egoism and anger is purified by the practice of universal loving compassion. When there is no ignorance, there is no egoism, then we are able to realize our divine nature, which is forever Buddha nature, which is forever loving nature, which is forever peace nature, which is forever freedom nature, which is forever blissful nature, perfect nature. So we all beings have perfect nature, but we are not able to enjoy it because we are not able to remove our ignorance. So Buddha's teaching teach us how to remove our ignorance through practice of meditation, through study, through receiving teaching from our spiritual master. We have a chance to learn the wisdom enlightenment, which can purify our ignorance, which can transform our ignorance, and which can enlighten our ignorance. And then we all beings have Buddha nature. We all beings are Buddha by nature. So whoever follow the teachings of Buddha, practice meditation, they all have chance to become Buddha. So this is the teachings of Buddha. Whether the people of Nepal are believing Buddhism or not, they love Buddhism or not, but Buddha was born in our beautiful country, holy Nepal. Holy Nepal is the birthplace of our Lord Buddha. So we all Nepalese elements, all the water, all the earth, all the air, all the space, all elements are blessed by Almighty Buddha, Supreme Buddha. And all the people of Nepal, they are blessed by Nepal. We are all son and daughter of Holy Buddha. So we all Nepalese people are very much blessed. We have special connection with Lord Buddha. And Lord Buddha's universal loving heart always love us, always purify us, always transform us, and always bless our Nepalese. Condition of Buddhism in Nepal is perfect. It's very good because we have Nepal is country of Buddhism. Nepal is country of Hinduism. Nepal is a country of all religion. No, people of Nepal accept all religion because people of Nepal they are most compassionate, very peaceful people. But we are very careful. I mean, in high level, we are very careful that nobody lead religion in very extreme way, and cause kind of some conflict because of religious conversion and things like that. So people Nepal accept all religion, and they have no problem. But all the religious people, like the Christian religious preachers and Islamic religious preachers and other religious preachers, that they also respect Nepalese mentality, Nepalese kind of spiritual atmosphere. They must have a freedom to follow their original religion, which is Hindu religion and which is Buddhist religion. On top of that, they can also preach their own religion without causing conflict. And we all worry a little bit about a very staunch conversion. People the priests go here and there. They are busy to convert other religion in your own religion. So this until now it's still okay. But if it goes more in extreme, then we will have problem. So we Nepalese people, we accept all religion. All religion can stay here. They can have their religious activity, but we are very careful. We are looking very carefully that if there is some aggressive religious conversion take place in Nepal, then we cannot tolerate. We cannot accept that kind of extremers. So until now we are okay, but in future I hope that every religious people, all the preachers, they don't go in extreme. They will teach their religious to anyone who is interested, without forcing them, without buying them, and without kind of brainwashing them. And then every religious can preach their own religion, which is based on peace, love, and freedom and enlightenment. That's fine. But I request all the different preachers who come to Nepal to teach religion. I request all of you to kindly teach the religion on the basis of universal peace, on the basis of universal love, on the basis of universal kind of non-violence, and on the basis of peace, unity of all humanity. So religion must be a contribution for bringing peace, unity for mankind. Religion must not be cause of separating human beings, and causing conflict. So that's why I request all religious preachers in Nepal that you should kindly preach Nepal in a very peaceful way, in a very compassionate way, very respectful way, that you doesn't disturb other religions, and all religions, religious followers, they can stay with peace, unity, with harmony. This is what we Nepalese people request all the priests and all the preachers, and Nepal, the government of Nepal also very careful because since many conflicts are created by religious extremers, and because of Nepal government also very careful not to go one side in one religion, and also ignore other religion also. So they try to go take a middle way, on the basis of respecting all religion, giving freedom for all religion. But any time when any religious preachers, when they go beyond extreme, when they go in extreme and make a very staunch, aggressive conversion, then I think the government of Nepal in political level also they cannot tolerate. And people of Nepal who love, who have their own religion, is a Hindu religion, Buddhist religion, they will also get hurted and they will not tolerate. So let's all religious preachers make peace, unity of all religion. First we make peace and unity of all humanity. First we make peace, unity of all religion. On that basis, everybody can be free to teach their own religion, which is based on peace, love, and freedom and unity. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Compassion is a loving compassion. Loving compassion. Loving compassion means like it's a very logical things, because if any individual, all of us do not like to suffer, we do not like to experience fear and suffering. So like us, every other beings also, even animals, they also do not like to suffer. They don't like to experience fear and suffering. And the happiness is also a common wish. As we all individuals wish to be happy, and all beings, even animals, wish to be happy. No? So that's why our loving compassion is a practice of loving compassion is very, very logical. Take your example to others, and if you don't wish to experience fear and suffering, so don't create fear and suffering to other beings. They are same creature, same beings like us. Like we don't wish to experience fear and suffering, so we can cover this example. Like these other beings also don't wish to experience fear and suffering. So that's why we promote peace, promote happiness, and don't cause create fear and suffering to any beings. So happiness is everybody's wish. So as you wish to be happy, so other beings also wish to happy. So each of us take responsible to free ourselves from fear and suffering and to achieve happiness. And same time we serve happiness to all other beings who have also same wish to be happy, and try to remove fear and suffering of other beings as we try to remove fear and suffering ourselves. So we also take responsible to remove fear and suffering of all the beings around us, like animals and all the beings around us, and help them, love them, serve them, try to understand them, and try to help them, try to benefit them. If you cannot help anyone, but at least not to cause harm, not to cause harm. So you must have this much kind of minimum compassion to all the beings, that at least you don't harm them, because you don't enjoy somebody else harm you, you suffer, you don't like it. So taking this as example, we try not to harm other beings. If we can practice great loving compassion to love all, to serve all, to free all, to liberate all, that is the highest level of loving compassion action. That is always this the supreme practice of loving compassion. But at least minimum practice you can do is that don't harm anyone, don't disturb anyone, don't cause crying to everyone. If you can help them, serve them, free them, liberate them. And if you cannot, at least you don't harm any beings. So this much practice we all have to practice. And I think every religion must practice this, whether it is an Islamic follower, a Buddhist follower, Hindu follower, and with people who are non-believers also, they can do this practice, that at least not harm anyone. If you can help everyone, you love everyone, serve everyone. If you cannot, at least don't promise not to harm anyone. You can say, morning you wake up and you can promise in front of your Buddha, in front of your God, in front of all the divine beings, you can say, today if I cannot help other beings, I will try to help everyone. I will try to love everyone, bring happiness to everyone. This is my main purpose. But the minimum practice is that today at least I will not harm anyone. I will bring smile in the heart of everyone. I will bring a smile in the face of everyone, and I will not harm anyone. I will bring happiness to everyone. That much practice all religious people, all religious followers, they should practice this one, not to help, not to harm anyone. The wisdom enlightenment, wisdom. We have the inner darkness. No, we have inner darkness is the ignorant, duality fixation. Ignorant is inner darkness. That inner darkness you cannot purify, you cannot clarify through light of electricity, through light of lamps or sunlight cannot purify the inner darkness. Inner darkness, ignorant. That inner darkness, which is ignorant, can be only purified, can be only clarified by the inner light of divine light of wisdom enlightenment. Wisdom enlightenment. So the wisdom enlightenment is the inner light that every beings who have Buddha nature, all the beings are Buddha by nature, all the beings they have Buddha potential. So that Buddha potential, which is a Buddha nature, also is combined inherently with a wisdom enlightenment. So if we learn this jnana or wisdom enlightenment from our spiritual master, first you hear this, then you contemplate this, then you meditate this, and then you can develop the inner light, the divine light of wisdom enlightenment, and that divine light wisdom enlightenment can clarify the darkness of ignorant. When ignorant is purified, then we are able to realize our own divine nature, which is Buddha nature, which is freedom nature, which is loving nature, and which is a perfect nature, and which is forever a blissful nature. So we all have inherently we have Buddha nature. That Buddha nature is the wisdom enlightenment is a Buddha nature which is within ourselves. But that Buddha nature of mind, which is wisdom enlightenment, you can first learn from your spiritual master, then you contemplate, then you meditate, and then you can develop this inner light of wisdom enlightenment. The moment you realize you develop the wisdom enlightenment, then the darkness of ignorant cannot hide anywhere. Like ignorant is a big liar, big cheater. The cheater cannot cheat you anymore the moment the truth comes in from you. And the moment that the divine light of wisdom enlightenment shine in your heart with your practice, then the darkness of ignorant cannot survive. The liar cannot survive in front of divine truth. So the moment we develop the wisdom enlightenment, that moment the darkness ignorant will disappear forever from the heart of everyone, and then we achieve Buddhahood. We achieve great liberation and enlightenment, and then we become Buddha. Then we become a universal supreme being called Buddha. We become perfect. We become ultimate protector of all mother sentient being. We become source of happiness, source of freedom, source of love, source of transformation for all living beings.